Hey folks, and this time for a random review, it is the, what the fuck year was it? 2005 of Boogeyman. Boogeyman film produced by Sam Raimi and Robert Tapert. Not sure how you say it. And the film was a surprise hit. I mean, $20 million budget, made about 45 million bucks. Spawned two direct-to-DVD sequels, Boogeyman 2 and Boogeyman 3, which really have nothing to do with this except the title. And Boogeyman, the story, and you'll know why I did that in a minute. All it is a kid, starts off, little boy has afraid of a monster in his closet. His dad comes in saying there's none. Opens the closet door, looks at his kid, he gets taken in. It's 15 years later, and now we have Barry Watson. It's the guy's name. I think he did like Seventh Heaven and other TV shows. I haven't seen him in too many movies. And he's still like afraid of a shitload of things. And he has a vision of his mom, and his mom is played by Lucy Lawless, Xena herself, but she's not in the movie that much. Because he's at his sort of girlfriend's family's home for the weekend, sees his vision of his mom, and gets a phone call saying his mom passed away. Goes back home, goes back to his old house. Because people sort of go, he's been affected because his dad. He saw his dad get taken, but people say that the dad just left. And basically, all it is one cheap scare after another, boo scare after another, where he's afraid of things. The camera whooshes all over the place. He sees a little girl, and you can pretty much tell the little girl's already dead. Especially if you've seen enough movies like The Sixth Sense, you know the little girl's already a ghost. Except this guy. Meets up with a girl he knew long ago, but I guess. And you don't hear I guess a lot too. And it seems like people he loves are being taken. His girlfriend comes to visit and he's freaked out, goes to a motel room, and his girl gets taken in the bathtub, disappears, and I guess he has an uncle and he disappears, and people he knows getting taken. He has to figure out how and to stop this thing. The reason I'm so vague is that this movie is the fucking, it should have the tagline, vagueness, Boogeyman, the vague factor. It's a vague movie. I mean, because the storyline, people go, is there a storyline? It's not much of a storyline. I mean, it's just like a bunch of energetic direction, a lot of camera zoom-ins, push-ups, pull-outs, pull-ins, pull through your pantyhose type of shots. Here's a door, phew, 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 and that's like most of the movie. You see he's driving, he gets hit by a fucking bird, and swerves off the road and takes the bird off and goes in the ditch or whatever, not really, but takes the bird off, dead bird. He's in a closet and it gets locked, and there's something in there, and he jumps, gets out of it. And that's pretty much the movie. And people go, you have a story that really goes nowhere, does nothing. You really don't know the characters that well. It leaves a lot of unanswered questions, and it has an ending that's filled with CGI and a subpar supporting cast because they're really not given much of a role at all. So I say all that, and I have to say I have no idea why I didn't hate this movie. Lo and behold, I didn't hate the movie. I enjoyed it. Can't believe I'm saying that. I enjoyed Boogeyman. Not in the. I enjoy it in the fact, like, weirdly enough, it has another movie in here, like Secret Window. Although I might see Secret Window more because of Johnny Depp, but I don't know, it's one of those okay movies. I thought it was okay. Enjoy is a strong word for this movie. I was okay with it because for some reason it moved at a fast pace. I didn't mind the lead guy. I liked the lead guy, Barry Watson. I think that was a big part. I like Barry Watson's performance. I thought he did a good job. It's not given a whole lot of what he had to do. He did a good job. And it doesn't leave it open for a sequel. I appreciated that. And it wasn't a remake, sequel, prequel, you know. And the guy who directed Stephen K. is the same guy who directed Get Carter with Sylvester Stallone. That was another film I actually enjoyed. And Boogeyman, I don't know, maybe because I've just seen so many worse films like this, or not even like this, but so many worse films, that, you know, you have a film that had a budget, had a decent look to it, energetic direction. I mean, you know, this guy must have been like, oh shit, Sam Raimi's producing, I'm going to try to do his style, and just throw all over the place. And it was entertaining to watch, you know. It's just, I don't blame people for hating this. I can understand why 99% of the people hate this movie, and I don't blame one bit. Because the problem, folks, is a lot of things. It's subpar acting from the supporting cast. It's not really the cast's fault. It's just the story gives no meat to it. It's like drinking skim milk. It's like having dessert, and it's like hurts your teeth because it's not, you know, it doesn't fill you up with anything. It just glosses over you and then it ends. And through the gloss, you can see the imperfections more clearly. It's, how a better way to describe it? It's a story that really, like, it could be laughable seeing this guy seem like scared by a lot of shit. Oh, there's a closet, I'm scared. You know, it seems very silly. There's no character development. That's a big thing. This girl that's his childhood friend, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, I'm a childhood friend. Oh, okay. We never saw her as a kid. Like, if you saw him as a kid and her as a kid and them being friends, you could try to understand, but here you don't. At the end, for some reason I enjoyed it, and I'll let you know why. But it's bad in the fact that the whole thing is he has to confront the Boogeyman. You see it manifested, and it comes out and it's a bad CGI creation. And he has the girl that was his friend as a kid. He stops it, and it's him and the girl, but you never find out what happened to his actual girlfriend who disappeared in the tub. You don't know what happened to him. To her, I should say. The reason I said him is because his uncle character, you don't know what happened to him. I mean, you know that he got taken, but you don't know if he's dead. You don't know if the girlfriend's dead. Like, you don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, they get taken, that's it. I guess you're supposed to presume that they're dead, but again, it's like, well, wait a minute, are they dead? Are they alive? And people like, you know, this kind of questions people would not mind knowing. How I put it. And the ending, I mean, again, it's a CGI creation, and I don't know, I think I was okay with it again because it's cliche. I keep saying bad things, it's cliche. It's your typical stuff. Granted, it wasn't a remake, prequel, sequel. It's a lot better than this movie. I don't know, I liked the visual look of the film. I didn't mind it. I liked the lead guy, you know, Barry Watson. I like the visual. The guy went over the top visually with the direction, the way he moved the camera, and I'm fine with that. You know, I'm fine with that. It's not scary. It makes it less tense. I think that's a big problem with people have too. I don't blame them. It does, but I never expected Boogeyman to be scary, so that's why I'm like, okay, you're not gonna scare me. so at least made me, not fall asleep. And it had no story, but it had a lot of flash, and I didn't mind the flash. It's just my brain turned off, and I enjoyed the flash. Although I do like the TV show Flash too, I'd rather watch that, but that's another story. And even the ending, like, people are like, what the fuck? I mean, the guy counts, because that was the thing he did as a kid. He smashes some shit, then the thing disappears. Why? But I understood what they were going for, and I guess the thing that I was okay with is that it was like, we're not going to explain everything. You figure out your own self, fucker. I'm like, fine then. You don't piss a lot of people off, but I'll do it. So I understood, like, I guess a Boogeyman is supposed to be, the way you see it to everyone is different.